Hello, my name is Mark and welcome to another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Warhammer Chronicles of Malus Darkblade, which is the first volume in the Chronicles. It does contain 3 different books as well as a short story, and as I say, it's quite a weighty book, and fully covers the story of Malus Darkblade, who is a Dark Elf. I read this book because I like it when the baddies are the heroes. It's one of my favoured things, and Malus is no different. I mean, he's not a hero by any means, stretch the imagination. He's still a Dark Elf, but he is not as evil as the evil that he fights in the book, so take that for what it is. So it's not one of these ones where he ends up, you know, murdering, torturing and whatever, all the good races of the world, as some of the Warhammer books can be. So it's a good book if you enjoy Dark Elves, if you're looking to get into that kind of race. I know that in the game now they're not really a race as they were, because this is quite an old title. But if you, as I say, if you enjoy fantasy, if you enjoy dark fantasy, if you enjoy Dark Elves as a general race, or if you just enjoy it where the villain wins, then this one is for you. A little bit of backstory. So Malus is a minor noble within the Dark Elf Society, and he sets off on a quest with a band of villains to seek what he assumes will be power, but then he finds out he's actually been tricked and gets possessed by the soul of a demon, and the demon pretty much gives him a year to find 5 artifacts of magical power to free him and separate the two. So in the first title, in this, well, actually you get a bit of a short story at the beginning. You get the blood price, so that's just a kind of explanation of who Malus is and his kind of setting in the hierarchy. Then it goes on to the Demon's Curse, which is his first kind of foray into the realms of chaos, and where he first meets the demon Zarkan, who is the one he's possessed with. The next 2 books, Bloodstorm and Reaper of Souls, pretty much just revolve around Malus trying to find these artifacts and purge the demon and save his life. And as I say, it's so interesting, all the different intrigue, all the different schemes and plots and plans that he puts into place, because he's not only trying to outwit the demons and Marauders of Chaos, he's also trying to stay one step ahead of his competitors in the Dark Elves' Dark City, who don't want Malus to achieve any form of power and improve his standing within the city. So he's constantly kind of fighting against this backward intrigue, as well as fighting beasts and creatures and monsters. And although he is a villain, and as I say, because he's less villainous than the others, you find yourself really enjoying and really being endeared to Malus and his character. Written by Dan Abnett and Mike Lee. Dan Abnett is obviously one of Games Workshop's best authors. So if you've read any of his other books, any of his other titles, you won't be disappointed by this, because it is one of his best. This is the first Chronicle, but like I say, there are others. And it even, the very last story of Malus brings him all the way up to the kind of cataclysm before the Warhammer, the Warhammer novels and the game setting change to their new setting. So you won't be disappointed. There's no like tailing off. He just doesn't go off into the distance somewhere and doesn't get, he gets an ending. For what it's worth. So as I say, you can rest assured that if you start reading this and you really enjoy this, that it will keep you going, and that you can read all of the other Chronicles, and then his final the final book in the series before everything changes. So yeah, so as I say, dark fantasy, fantastic book, nice thick quantity, and will keep you going. Thank you for listening to my review.